So if you have that old iPad sitting in the drawer, which is now unsupported by Apple, and you want to make some use for it, and a second monitor sounds like a great idea for you and to help you with your workflow on your main computer, then watch this video. I'm going to show you the best app that will do this with also touch input that uses the iPad screen. And the best thing about it, it is completely free. Yes, there is a paid version which reduces input lag. However, for most people's circumstances, it's perfect. And I will show you exactly how to download it and how to get around it. And I will show you on two different iPads that I have that are both unsupported by Apple. This one here is a Generation 4, so it's an iPad Gen 4. And then I've got here an iPad mini first generation as well. This is on iOS 10 and this is on iOS 9. So first things first, I'm going to talk you through how to download the app and the app itself. So you can see it up here, it's actually called Splashtop X Display, and the application in the App Store itself, you will need to download it firstly on a newer version of an iPad, iPhone, whatever it might be, a newer iOS device. You can also do this on an older set of iTunes as well if you do not have a newer version of an iPad on your computer, where some of the older iTunes used to have the app stores built in and you could have downloaded it or purchased it from there. I say purchased, obviously it says purchase, but it is free, or get it on there. Now, once you have it on here, you will come to your purchase section. This will then allow you to download the most recent compatible version for the iOS that your iPad is on. So you can just go to the search purchased apps up here, and if I just type X Display, there it is, Splashtop Wired X Display. There, and obviously from here I can just open it. This will then, if you hit that download button when it does it, it will allow you to download the most compatible version for the app. So next things next, let's go and show you how to set it up. You will need to go on the Splashtop Wired X Display website and download the piece of software for your computer. Now, it will tell you exactly where to go when you first start up the app on X Display. So when you go into X Display, it will tell you how to download it. It will give you the URL to go and download it. So first things first, you need to go to your PC and download that exact part. Now, from there, it's simple. You can open the X Display application here. You get your lightning cable, which is what this is compatible with, this iPad, and you can simply just plug it in and it will automatically go to a screen. You can then go to the desktop on your other screen. You then right click, display settings, and from there you will be able to identify. If you need to know what screen is what, if you have multiple screens like this, you can click identify and it will show the numbers in the bottom corners. So this screen 4 for me, I'm going to put down under here because that is the iPad. You can then apply that, and you shouldn't need to do that again. That will, every single time you plug in, it will do that. Unless you then use another device, it will automatically reset it again and you'll just have to come in and move it around. So once you've done that and you've played around with it and you have played around with the settings, let me show you the actual screen itself. Okay, so if I then drag, for example, this YouTube video down here, obviously with Windows, you can adjust, for example, the sizing in the corners here, and before you load in, you can also adjust the actual aspect ratio. It's because I had my iPad mini plugged into it why it's suddenly gone to this orientation. So we're fixing it without going anywhere else. I've just gone back to the display settings and just changed it to 1920 by 1080. I've just gone on there and changed it to 1920 by 1080 just to get it to a better aspect view just for this video. But you can see here there is obviously very, very minimal lag, but not too bad. And when it comes to playing videos, plays them absolutely fine with no lag whatsoever. And the best thing about it is as well is that if you were to come down here and touch the screen, so let's say both my hands are here, I've got no other thing on the mice, I can touch the screen, I can hit the search button, and it works as a touch screen as well, so you could pause and play videos. So this is good as well for a little streaming setup or something along those lines, because you can do touch, start, stop for OBS or whatever you need to use it for. So that is there. What I also want to prove as well is how great it is for other devices. So I then have my iPad mini here. If I then open X Display on here and plug it in, and there you go. The iPad mini actually, with the aspect ratio, does work a little bit better, but it still does the job. You can see how it pops up. You can use the touch screen. It's good, and it works. It's a great addition to your screen displays. So, guys, obviously, this is a free version. There are paid versions as well, which reduce latency lag, and there's a lot more stuff that you can do. I think the main aspect is with these apps is it just allows you to extend the screen and use it for stuff like chats, watching YouTube videos while you're doing that, and improve your productivity on your computer. There are other better versions of these extendable and displays. However, a lot of them are paid. For example, like Duet Display, you have to pay quite a significant upfront cost. And I think it's only a year subscription as well, and it's normally quite a lot of money. And that's stuff that you can use, for example, like wirelessly connecting your iPads by signing in on the PC, and it will extend that way wirelessly. But this is a great way to set up your PC screens without having to pay any money as such. And it's a nice, easy setup. It will take you 5 minutes to set up, if that, and maybe a little bit longer if you have to download the app by somewhere else. But it is a very simple workaround, and it shouldn't take you too long. Guys, I have a whole video on iPads and older iPads and ideas of how we can use these, and making a lot more. We're staying with this series of reviving old technology, especially old Apple products which have been left behind. So if you're interested in that, then do follow along in the playlists. If you have any ideas or anything that you would like to use your unsupported iPads for, run it past me and I will do the research and have a look into it. I'm willing to give that a go. I've done all sorts, soundboards, getting the YouTube apps to work, jailbreaking them. So if there's anything of that, there's all these different playlists that you can follow along in. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know if there is anything else you would like me to do. Hit that like button if you're enjoying these videos, and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Guys, go check out the merchandise. Tech Talk Dad collection is there for you to go and grab. And if you want to support the channel even further, then do consider being a member. Hit that join button, come and join the family, and get perks along the way, like early access to videos. And I will catch everyone in the next one.